What is going on, people? What is good? Been looking forward to doing this video. Definitely been looking forward to this. Then again, I've only had the idea for all of a week, but even so, it's good to be sitting down and doing it. The focus of this video, montage standards and what happened. This video is actually got the idea from Fofo, which is currently the leader of Daft Gaming, from a tweet he put out. So shout out to him. It was something I was thinking, but like years ago, it's kind of like come out of my mind, and when I saw his tweet I was like like triggered a bit. But his tweet reads, remember when Montages was all about visual satisfaction, now it's all about watching a kill feed, making sure it ticks the requirement box. And I couldn't agree more. It was like that before I left. Like for those of you who don't know, like after Black Ops, this is the first time I've been back on COD or YouTube or anything at all. So I've been gone for 8 years, and it was kind of getting like that. It was kind of getting into a cycle when I'd left. So I'm surprised to see it's still like that. I try not to click on montages a lot anymore, but you know, I end up doing it. Like they end up titled just right, or the thumbnail looks good, and then it's shit. But yeah, I mean, more time they're not even titled like montages nowadays. The way people title videos now, title them like arseholes. Oh my god, I just hit this clip with my grandma in the other room. Click. Shut the fuck up, man. But as for the standards, now it's what is it? It's 4+ kill feed or onwards, isn't it? Like whereas I mean eons ago it didn't really matter. It was more about other things around that. But I'll slowly get into that. Now, how I'd like to do this is I'd like to go through what I think the current state of things are and why I kind of don't agree with it. Then I want to go through what happened or how we got here. I think that's a good structure. And then at the end, we'll get into something which I think is pretty cool as well. So, yeah, man, let's start. I feel like people disregard something phenomenal because of the way the feed looks. Like you get 10 in a row, right? Cool, you get 10 in pretty quick succession and you don't miss a shot. You know, you get some long range shots, some head glitches, like banging clip, but you get 2 or you get 3, right? And then the feed gets split by 2. You will not use that. Like that's crazy to me. But what you will replace the clip with is a quad feed, and you know, getting 10 people and getting 4 is a big difference in my opinion. Like that is a massive difference. And if your montage is full with quad feeds, okay, cool, quad feed 5 on. More time, it's fucking boring, mate. Like it is. Like where's anything else? Like I feel like not just the clips, but the energy or the effort in montages isn't there anymore for me. The cinematics, the visuals, the editing, the fucking editing. I can't stand 90% of the editing. It's this smash this fucking scope into your face type of editing. So the beat goes 1 and a 2 and a 3. And the shot will also go 1 and a 2 and a 3. But like where you're matching the bass or the snare, it's so aggressive. You're trying as hard as possible to black your player's face, like black eye or die. Like I don't get it. Like obviously, I'm not saying just put music on it and like don't do anything in it. Obviously, you want to like edit to the drops or certain kick snares. You want it to fall on those, but like for the entire fucking video, the entire montage, the shit is synced. Like, fam, I want to see the shots. Where's the beauty of seeing the shots? Like, more time, if you're editing like that, the beauty's in just, okay, cool, I've shot 4 people and now the feed is there. Like, where is everything else? You know, where's the variation and the creativity? Like, people used to want to be different, used to want to stand out or do something no one's ever done before in a montage, and that is far gone. You know, the use of equipment, trick shots, no scopes, storytelling. People used to tell stories in these videos. Like that is long gone. I think the music's fuck. Listen, by the way, this is not a video where I'm just complaining. I will get into other parts of like why I think it happened, and then we'll go onwards from there. Like I've got a lot planned for this video, so I don't think I'm just gonna sit here ranting. But I've just got to get this out of the way first. The music is elevator and bedtime music. It is terrible, and I do understand from people that are partnered already, you don't want to get a copyright strike. So for you, you've got to use dog shit music, and the people that want a partnership, same boat. But if you look, like not all copyright music sound like that. Like sound like shit, bruv. Like Call of Duty, Montages legit got me into rock music and indie music. Like, this is not something that is played around me, but I love it now because of that. And I can't imagine the same effect for the little puppy time music you're playing. Okay, maybe people like it, alright, cool. But this is, from my perspective and my opinion, it just doesn't give the same energy and it doesn't hit the same. And, you know, news for you, like, a kill feed does not make the clip good. Like, I don't care what kind of metric or pedestal you're putting these clips on, it doesn't make it good. Like, and I don't want to sound like a broken record, but for people that are banging the same quad feed or 5-on Nuketown, pre-coming all over your fucking self when you've hit the clip while you're playing Spuddix, it's boring, bro. Like, no matter how you want to title the video, it's boring. And I can't talk about Montages without mentioning IReapZz. Like, I didn't care for Shim's feed at all. Like, I only cared about how many she could get and the speed at which they could get him. Like, that's all I cared about watching its montages and nothing else. And like, if you go back and watch, if you've not seen an IReapZz montage, I don't know what you're doing, but if you do go back and do try and look at the feed, many of them are split, not all of them, but like a hell of a lot of them. But it's like, when you're getting 12, 13, 14 people with a Barrett reloading and then smashing them again, no one cares. Like, do you know what I mean? No one cares, and that's the beauty of it as well. It's hard to say when this happened. Like I said, I was on an 8-year break and I left after Black Ops 2. But I think probably what happened was things were given names, or someone had an idea. So they were like, okay, here's what I want for a montage. I want triple headshots. I want 4 headshots on screen. I want weapon switch. Cool. And I feel like it was copied and then it snowballed, and then people just have this herd kind of mentality and just go with it. Or which I see now, this could be it as well. I feel like it became a recruitment metric that never went away, because regardless of the clip, I'm sure it's very easy to filter out people. You know, when you're recruiting, okay, you've not got this, this is certain criteria amongst, I know you might have a lot of subscribers, man. That's a lot of videos to get through, and you might want to filter it out that way, and just, you know, if you have to hit a feed onwards, or, you know, we're not taking the clip. And I do get that. That doesn't make the clip good, but I do get that. But, you know, a lot of people, if you don't want to enjoy the clip, just put a kill feed montage out, then just crop the feed and just do that, and have your little reaction in the corner of you coming on yourself, because I don't see any point otherwise as it comes to the editing and the clips. You know what I mean? Like, no one wants to break away, so the cycle just feels like it continues. Now, I get the big focus on montages isn't convenient in the grand scheme of things, but that isn't the focus of this video. This isn't a what happened to montages, this is a what happened to montage standards. So I do get that. Although people are trying to keep the bar at a certain level, I feel like it's lowered the standard, and I don't know how or why, but it's just not the same excitement, although it tries to be higher, which is almost weird because it should be. But like I said, I do get it in the grand scheme of things, you know, with the music, or you don't want to stockpile clips and you need to provide regular content. I get that, but if you're doing it, then do it. Like, why would you half make one or half effort it? Like, if you're gonna do one, why not make it something spectacular? Now, I found a few. I tripped down memory lane, man. It was so nice doing this. I went through, you know, the CODs and the montages from back in the day, which I really enjoyed the most, and which can, like, best visualize and show you what I mean. So we'll go through a couple of those, not all of them, but we will go through a couple of them. Do let me know though if you think I've missed any out, which you think should have been on the list. Also, if you want to watch any of these in full, I will credit them in the description. So let's get into it, man. This should be fun. Mazarini and Paradox play with soul. I believe these clips were had in a competitive environment, which just makes them all the time just fucking more sick. The editing on this was banging to me. At the time, I'd seen nothing like it with all the 3D modeling. I don't see so much 3D player modeling anymore, as I do like equipment modeling, but it was so cool in this, man. And they like integrated little inserts of them like live in the arena and on land of things happening around them. So I just thought this was banging to include. Katha, Suspension of Disbelief, probably top 3 in my montage list, especially for editing. This dude's editing style can only be described as beautiful. Just from start to finish, everything he touches is just in his own lane. I feel like he's the only person that edits like this as well, even though it was way back then. I will say though, fam, you had 2 montages, yeah? One was called She Looks 16 and the other one was called Jailbait. careful what you're doing. I was too young to realize what those titles linked up meant, yeah, but like, be careful, bro. Bad boy montage anyway. Predators by OpTic Predator, edited by Fusion. Now, when this came out, I didn't really rate the clips. I still don't rate the clips. I believe it was an S&D montage, but for the theme and the editing and the feel of this thing, it was just in its own lane. Like, even today, I think the editing and just the idea behind it's phenomenal. Then we move on to the king or queen or whatever she wants to be called of Modern Warfare 2 montages, IReapZz. Now, this one I've put in there just for the feel alone. Like, you cannot talk about a Modern Warfare 2 montage and not include Reaps. I spoke a bit about he, she before, but just absolute beast clips. I still feel like, you know, some people are not touching these clips or these standards now, and it's just a beauty to watch. I do go back to these every now and again. We go on to Anonymous Dualtage, done by myself and mate Genetic. We used 2 editors for this, Spuddix and Wictor. We loved the way it turned out. Our main focus of this was just being different and innovative. You know, we were feeding streaks, red guns, and we tried to make up some stuff no one's ever done before. Like, I know people have thrown this C4 and shot it themselves, but we done something where we went in hardcore mode and he threw it and I shot it, and we were definitely the first people to do that. I forgot what we named that shot, but cool times. Toy Soldiers, edited by Ideal 2010. What a beast of an editor. Player Matty Mondays. And this is what I mean by storytelling, man. I think there was like a terrorist that had held someone captive, and as a player, he was just beasting his way through the story, beasting his way through the maps and players to eventually at the end get to the person and save them. And it was just a sick storyline when you, like, halfway through when you realized what was going on. Sick vibes. Like I said, the editing's phenomenal in its own lane. Don't see anything like this anymore, and it was just a beauty to watch back in the day. zzirGrizz, The Matrix Revolutions by Keeir. Mate, if this ain't the king, the person that I think started all of this from the beginning, what an absolute legend. One thing you can be sure is when you watch a Grizz montage is that you'll see something you've never seen before. Like, that was part of the excitement watching his montages, is that he just tried to be different and innovative above everything else. This Matrix series also as well carried over from COD 4 all the way to, I believe it finished on Modern Warfare 3, although don't quote me on that. Beautiful story, beautiful editing. Enigma, My Army. Now, this is a bonus montage, or FragMovie, because obviously it's not Call of Duty, it's on Counter-Strike, but I had to include it, man. I had to include this classic. He had more time integrate himself into the game and do it like that with use of the 3D modeling. The energy in his editing as well, and the music he'd use, absolutely beast, and I loved watching this. Like I said, obviously this is a Call of Duty video, but it's also just a montage video, and I had to include this just for the state of the editing and the energy. Like, I love shit like this. Right, with that, why do you think the current standards for montages are the way they are? Do you agree with everyone using the same approach? Or maybe I'm wrong, because I've been gone for 8 years. Like I said, maybe there's nothing wrong with the standards. Maybe they're fine. Maybe they're even better. But, you know, I don't think a lot of you will think that. I think you will agree with my perspective, you know. Let's discuss. I love getting engaged with you guys, so you let me know in the comments, and we will discuss. If you've liked this video, you will love my competitive sniping video. That is a what's happened video as well, and that is available if you click left. Also, bang a like on the video, please. That helps me a lot before you leave. In a bit.